can't dance or sing. The lockdown that never ends, and the hell that it brings. So I'm stuck at home again. Going out is weird. I read Facebook every day. It confirms what I fear. 2020 rendezvous. Me and me, you and you. 2020 rendezvous. There's nothing that we can do. 2020 rendezvous. Turn away from the EU. 2020 rendezvous. 2 meters between me and you.
I've got pockets. He double the amount of fish that he turned into wine.
They remind me of the heading. True, it needs to grow up.
And he's back. Yes, kebabs definitely come from Turkey, and you can say that.
Hello and welcome. We have so much carby goodness packed into our show that we're all going to need an extra run this morning.
Ain't running.
But first up, a man I've never seen run. But you do walk quite a bit, don't you? Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hello. Sorry about that before.
That's all right. And second up, it's Trev. And the only time I've ever seen him run is away from his wife.
Yeah, very fast. Break a few land speed records there.
And of course,
Especially on a Friday special.
last and definitely least, it's Ricky. And you've probably got the runs, haven't you?
I do, actually. I was doing this forfeit stuff last night. I mean, neighbour was getting me to drink all kinds of weird concoctions and eating all this weird shit. So, yeah, my tummy has actually been a bit...
Well, there we go. I knew you wouldn't be running.
Yeah. I don't fucking run.
I don't run either. I just run stuff like this podcast. Anyway, if we talk about running anymore, we're going to run out of time, aren't we?
Yeah,
so everyone, share and subscribe, please. Share and subscribe this stream and say hello in the comments. Who's here already? Mike Penninger, hello. Barry Organ, Evelyn Anderson, Anne Blair, Mike Crooks, Jarrett, Christine, Donna, hello Donna, Ada, hello, Christine again, Jackie, Sharon, and Jenna, and David Mitchell as well, and Brian Craven over on YouTube chatting away.
Usual bunch.
All the usual bunch. Lovely to see you. We have 2 outtakes tonight, and you're going to meet Ricky and Trevor's starchy counterparts, the Spuds. Now, new little section. Trev's going to be some Remembering the Bad Boys with his song. Chris has got favourite album of the week. Trev and Ricky's True or False. And, of course, Jesus the Pen. But before any of that, remember why we're all here. The trailer for 2020 Rendezvous. Here we go. Everyone knows me as Dave Dominy, and they call me Curly Fries because I'm in the Space Potatoes.
Dave and I bumped into each other at the bar, and it's since transpired that he didn't like my band and I didn't like his band.
And Kieran suggested that I send you a little video of me playing because I understand you're looking for a new bassist.
Just got off the phone with Nick. He's gone.
So have you had therapy before?
I've not played on any of the albums.
Being childish.
Yeah, bit of a
2020 is cancelled.
2020 rendezvous. You and me and you. 2020 rendezvous. There's so much that we can do. 2020 rendezvous. Borderless like the EU. 2020 rendezvous.
There we go. That was the trailer. So I think that's all the official business out of the way. How's everyone doing?
Good.
All good.
Running late.
Bit hot, but good.
It's rather warm, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got my fan under the desk.
Everyone needs to buy one of them. It's
What's his name?
270 quid. It'd be the best 270 quid you ever spent in your life.
Everyone needs a fan under the desk.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey,
I'm surprised no one else
hey.
picked up on that. That was an obvious one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. It's true, actually. Just still there.
Oh dear, I've been
So
just.
what? I'm drinking de-icer.
I don't think it's a heat thing. Last night I went to bed about 10:30, and then at midnight was woken up by a chorus of women singing outside my window. I think from the local bar.
Dave, we love you.
No, not literally singing to me. They're just singing in the street, but I could hear it clear as day. And then that was it. I was up midnight till about 3:30 this afternoon, and then I had a few hours sleep, and now I'm here like a total zombie. Bit like Trev last week.
Yeah, that was fast going, I tell you. Just thought I'd have a couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes, and then it all went
45
wrong.
minutes later, woke up rather quickly.
Well, let's have a look and see what's at number 6 this week. This week's number 6. And we got a song by Chris from the new album, which is yet unreleased. It's Wish I Wasn't Here. That was number 6 last week as well, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
I can't remember 1 week back. Well, I'm sure some people in the comments will remember. But here we go. And also check out while the song's playing, we're going to have some random facts coming up. Bit like if you're from the UK, you'll know Top of the Pops too. So just check them out. Always worth a laugh. So here's Wish I Wasn't Here.
We had it all so good. Where did it all go wrong? I'd go back if I could. Just wanna play a song. I never had a clue. They take whatever they can. I don't know what to do. It's like it's all been planned. Why does no one understand? I've got no idea who I am. Why do people say that they envy me? Spend one day in my shoes and you will see. On stage I feel ashamed, emotionally shut down. Carry on the best I can, for the benefits of those around. Why does no one understand? I've got no idea who I am. Why do people say
So that was "Wish I Wasn't Here" by Chris Barnes.
That's definitely my best song on 14 at the minute, I think.
Yeah, definitely is. I haven't heard the other ones yet.
Well, you heard the demos of them.
I did hear the demos, but that was months ago.
It was.
I do like that track.
I remember.
I only wrote them in February.
So we've got Noel Phillips saying this is so good. Thank you very, very much, Noel. And I like the screen with all the colours. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working on the layout a little bit more. Thought that was a good thing to do. Always be upping the production of the show, but we don't want to talk about production of show. Let's move on to Trevor's True or False.
I'll have to go and let Rocky out in a minute.
Go on then, Trev.
Right. First of all, does anyone remember a bass player come producer called Buster Jones?
Buster Jones.
Because if you don't, the story's pretty pointless. He played bass for Talking Heads for a while, and he did he was famous, you know. But it's a good story. Whether it's true or not, it's up to you. But staying in a flat, because we were on tour with a band called the Flaming Mussolinis, and a good friend, it's actually the guy that I'm working with on the cars now, was down doing a bit of what we used to call roadieing. And we were sleeping in the big front room of a big old terraced house. And we woke up on the morning. We'd had a few the night before. And my mate Graham, suddenly his mouth all went distorted like that. And he couldn't talk, couldn't move. And we just didn't know what was going on. So he could, something was pretty bad. So about 20 minutes later, Buster Jones got up because he was staying there as well because he was doing a bit of producing. And he said, I'll borrow one of the lads' cars and I'll take you to hospital. Then he, as we were approaching the hospital, he managed to crash the car up a giant curbside, which made the neck problem far worse, blah, blah, blah. Got in the hospital, sat and waited for about 2 hours. Came out of the hospital because we looked like we weren't going to get seen. We went to an Indian fellow shop and bought this big patch with a tiger on it, stuck that on his neck, fixed it within 20 minutes. So that's that story. Second one is doing a gig with Kasabian. It was a 2-song show in LA in a theatre called the Dolby Theatre, and it was a Playboy Awards show. So it was quite a nice show to do. So when they did the second song, a load of Playboy models burst onto the stage, wearing very little, wiggling and convorting all over the place. So that was one of my happiest mixes I've ever done in my life. Right.
A lot of detail on number one.
You have to, or it's not really a good story, is it?
The second one is a very... The second one is a very LA thing that would happen.
Wait, we'll do it a Playboy night, yeah.
What are the audience saying on this one? We got Barry Organ saying number 2. Barry and his organ there. Evelyn Anderson saying 2. Sharon saying 2. But then Jenna, Anne, and Brian Craven all saying 1. Jackie says 2. So when was this the number 2? When did it happen? Give us some chronological.
2, that was on their second album. When was that? I could find out by looking on that wall, but it's too far away.
Yeah,
I'd have to set my headphones out because I want to go a tiny little lead on my headphones.
Right, I think most people. Well, Lorelei's brilliant here. She said, "Yes, number sounds believable." Which number, Lorelei?
2004.
That's such a 2004. I didn't
That's
realise
the
there were that
Playboy
many
one.
options.
The other one happened in Flaming Mussolinis. That's about 1985.
Okay,
I'm going to go with number 2.
And Buster Jones was a very nice chap.
I'm going with number 1.
Actually, I'm going to send Ian a message.
Well,
I'm gonna ask
let's Chris, give me yours. Which is it? Which do you think?
Number
You think
two.
number 2. So
Yeah,
Trev,
number
which is it? Number 1 or number 2?
It's actually number 1.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I did do a gig in the Dolby Theatre, but it wasn't a play-by-night.
Okay.
It was a TV
Only in
show.
your head.
I can't remember. It was one of the, TV, famous TV hosts. One of them.
But
They were whinging because we were too loud. Like, very too loud.
Very much.
And that wasn't my fault.
Should have
That was-
complained that they were too fucking whingy.
I was just sat in the gallery pretending to do something. And the bass player decided to put his Ampeg just flat out with a big muff pedal. That was it.
Brilliant.
Yeah. The song was called Clubfoot. And when,
Yeah, I
it's-
know that one.
when it kicks in, it's like, wow.
What Cliff Burton was it?
Who?
Cliff Burton.
No. Don't know what that is.
Chris,
Metallica's
over
original
to
bass
you.
player.
Very, very
Right,
good.
right.
Well, I should say at this point, I'm going to do a coming up. So coming up, we have 2 more outtakes from 2020 Rendezvous. We've got The Spuds, Ricky and Trevor as starchy little cartoons. We got Chris's album of the week, album of the week, should I say, and Jesus the Pen. And we've just had Trevor's True or False there, but we got one from Ricky as well coming up. But before that, we should move on to our number 5 position for the week. This week's number 5, I wonder what it is. It's one we haven't heard for a while, actually. It's Speak to Me off our new album,
excellent.
14. So here we go.
Was a man, he came from nowhere. He had no plan or none. He showed us the lottery of life, bestowed him his wife. His massive head was on his shoulders. He didn't seem to understand us. He was like nothing around us in size. There was a song, it came from nowhere. It didn't have a tune at all. I wondered why I ever sang it at all. There was a man who followed Jesus. He liked to hate on unbelievers. He didn't like foreign cheeses at all. Sweet
So that was Speak to Me there from our new album 14, which is yet to be released and yet to be finished as well. But we're playing you the demos as we do it. Right, so coming up now, we have our new little feature called The Spuds, a little family of potatoes that chat about stuff. I'm just going to play it. I hope everyone enjoys it. Leave us comments and please share the stream and all of that. Here we go. So that was the Spuds there.
I do like that.
That's classic. Oh dear.
Spuds the movie.
So we're going to try and have one of those every week. That's a new section for you.
Fucking hell, we're mad. We're mad.
We are. We're just too crazy for words, aren't we? We are too crazy. So Rebecca Goodwell says that was too cute for potatoes. Very good, like it from Evelyn. David Mitchell, ha ha. We got Vasey over on YouTube. Hello on YouTube as well.
All right.
Love it. Chris, a spud of a few words. Well, he wasn't in on that one.
I'm going to say I wasn't there.
He wasn't there for that one. That was kind of Trevor and Ricky's spuds.
Mine probably would have thought.
Brian Craven says soon to be a major motion picture. By the way, did anyone, while the songs are playing, did anyone notice the facts that were scrolling along the bottom? We've also got some facts coming up about you, the audience, that will be thrown in there from time to time. But on that note, we should move on to this week's number 4. This week's number 4. Which is another one of yours, Chris. It's Second Sight.
Love this stuff.
Fantastic. So let's go for that now.
I sing your words.
Anne says true, or maybe just to walk the dog. I see you're paying attention to the true facts that are coming up at the bottom. There'll be some of those in each one of the songs. Love this song, Chris. Can really zone out to it, says Jackie. Well, we got facts about you coming up later as well. Try to be very inclusive on this, and should say hello to Mr. Ben's Wardrobe over on YouTube. I like the way on Facebook everyone's got names, and then on YouTube it's just a free for all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, much more fun. Brian Craven says, why does Anne worship Santa? Oh, and Barry Organ as well says that he's here. Did Barry Organ notice his fact? We'll see. Right, what else is there? Yes, we've got to talk about the members area and the merch, and then we've got a bit of a clip to play you. So let me play the advert first. We'll get the boring stuff out of the way, and then we'll move on to the video. Here we go. Go to 2020rendezvous.com and get your Space Potatoes merchandise. You can buy Baked, the best of Space Potatoes, on vinyl and as download. Also available t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, phone cases and tote bags. While you're on 2020 Rendezvous, why not sign up on the members area and get access to loads and loads of behind-the-scenes footage of both 2020 Rendezvous, the mini-series, and also the podcasts. Go to 2020rendezvous.com now. So there we go. That was the trailer there, telling you to go to the members area where you get all sorts of outtake stuff and you get to hear all the crap that we talk between the songs and all of that. But I've got a clip for you here that I put together the other day, which is actually wasn't in 2020 Rendezvous in the end, but it is in the members area, and it's Chris talking about his guitars that he owns, or fictionally owns, or whatever. This is back into the fictional world now. So hopefully you'll enjoy this clip. Here we go.
Talk me through some of these guitars then.
This is a Fender Jazzmaster that my wife bought me this year as a birthday present, which was lovely. I've never owned a Jazzmaster. I must put the 6th string on it at some point. I was going for a kind of Sonic Youth vibe, you know, sticking a drumstick through and stuff. But and then we've got a 1964 Mustang that's been well used, well loved, one lady owner. But that's a tidy machine. And these are the sort of things that Dave gets a bit sniffy at because they're not his type of guitars. This is a standard sort of rock Angus Young kind of Tony Iommi, Pete Townsend sort of machine. That's a great 1987 SG. Everybody must own a black precision bass because you just should. That's a 1973, and then also from 73. With the proceeds from a very successful couple of albums, I treated myself to a 1973 Tele Deluxe, which is an absolute beast.
So a Stratocaster like that, how much is that worth?
Telecaster.
A what?
Telecaster.
How much is one of those sort of worth then?
3 or 4 grand, something like that. You know, I've got 4 kids. I can't be splashing the cash all the time. It's not standing up.
Just in case you didn't know, he's got 4 kids.
Not 4 kids.
Don't like to talk about it, do you?
No. All that I've got asthma.
So there's a little outtake there, which is available in the members area, along with a lot of other stuff there. And we got loads more coming up in the show. But before that, we have Trev song.
Hang on. I've got to go on rock and roll for this.
Oh, hey up.
Well, yeah, this is Remember the Bad Boys, so I assume you're just trying to look like a bad boy, aren't you, Trev? Is that how bad boys look?
Something like that, isn't it?
I've no idea whatsoever, but I'm going to go full screen on that. Do that again. Brilliant. That was well worth a bit of full screen there. Chris is struggling to keep himself together. Right, well, here's the song, Remember the Bad Boys. Oh, quickly, Evelyn says she received her items from Space Potatoes, and Anne Blair said she's purchased a hoodie and it's on its way. So that's excellent. I think Lorelei got her mug in the week. So thank you very much, everyone, for those. Here's Trev's song. There we go. That was Remember the Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. Thanks for all the nice comments.
Yeah, people love your songs, Trev.
But it's just funny when they say, "Oh, it sounds very 80s." It's because I'm old. It was actually all in the right time when I did it. Fun though.
I think it sounds more 70s, man. It's got much more of a 70s vibe to it.
It's got like a camel feel to
Back
it.
to normal. Never listened to it.
Well, let's move on. We've got all your comments of the week. So let's have a look on what you've been saying. So I think there's some comments about you there as well, Trev. In your comments. So.
Comment of the evening.
So Jenna Barnes says, I wonder who she is. Will you be touring 2020 Rendezvous in 2021? We'd love to, but things still aren't open, as you know. Tim Luck said, brilliant stripped down version of an already brilliant song. I think he's talking about Damaged Breathing there. The wonderful vocal harmonies. I've actually cut that off, but the wonderful vocal harmonies, Emily are so clear to hear now. Excellent, says Tim Luck there. And Tim Luck on the other stripped down version, I think of Foxes, says loving this stripped down version. Tim Luck also says on your last song, nice one, Trev. We've got another cracking song, Ricky, from Tim. I think that's on Cats, on your new song, Cats. First name, surname, whoever you are, says new favourite Space Potato song. That's on Cats as well. Evelyn Anderson says, love your song, Ricky, and great song, Trevor, on both of your songs. Rich FT made a comment about your story last week, Trev, about the cannon joke that you made. It would have been wonderful if you'd added Ricky's and favourite C word after the cannon joke. So there we go. You could have done that at the time. And Evelyn Anderson says, great clip to one of our clips. And Candy Acid says, loving these clips. So there's the comments for the week there.
Saying that to Adam Clayton. Hey, you look like you're about to be fired out of a cannon, you cunt.
It was one of them slight couple of seconds of, oh shit.
I've got a friend who's a big U2 fan, and I mentioned it to him on a text conversation. He went, yeah, that was the height of their pomposity. They were so full of themselves on that tour. So, yeah well said, Trev.
Twice on that tour, I saw them get stuck in the lemon. They had a massive giant lemon on a stick.
That's right, yeah.
They're supposed to climb up it without you seeing, but you could. And then they get in it, and it's supposed to go psh, and open up and start playing. Wow. Twice.
Coming out of a lemon, eh?
It just stopped.
How ironic.
About 5 inches up. And you could just see the feet sort of as if they were just going, like stamping and going, oh, for fuck's sake. And it had to get retracted. They had to come back down the ladder. It was a good tour, though. It's the first time I've seen a video wall that big.
I've never had any interest in them at all. Never had any interest in them at all.
Always good show, though. Yeah, I've never bought any of the stuff. But,
well, let's move on to Ricky's True or False now. That's a good segue for that.
Quick fire true or false.
Quick fire true or false. Something quick and irreverent, Ricky, like everything you do. Quick and irreverent.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Last Tuesday, I had a shit in the sink. And last Wednesday, I had a shit in the bath. Take your fucking pick.
Oh, so that's not one true with you. Both of those events in one true. That was a one is true or one is
Tuesday I
false.
sat in the bath. Wednesday I sat in the sink.
No, the days were switched before.
What's that?
The days were different when you first said it. You said Tuesday in the sink, Wednesday in the bath.
Yeah, Thursday in the sink, Friday in the bath.
You wouldn't handle an FBI interrogation very well, would you?
Bath, I reckon.
The thing is, I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored of toilets. I'm shitting in all kinds of places around the flat.
You're turning into your cat.
Yeah.
Only not as cute.
Mum will be changing my litter next.
Bath.
Your cat does have bare hair.
I would say the bath.
Yeah, it's easy. You wouldn't have to climb up.
Yeah, but I can imagine you using the bath to have a shit if you were having a shower, but not if you were actually having a bath. Do you take baths, Ricky?
I can't fit in most of them, so that's a no.
Right. Can you fit your feet in enough to stand in it to have a shower, though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't get in the bath. I just stick my arse over it and
Right.
shit in the bath.
Yeah, I think bath because it'd be easier.
Yeah.
Is that number one?
That's number one.
Okay,
It
well,
was actually number 2 when you first said it.
I think
was on
number
Sunday.
no, yeah,
That
they're
was on
both
Sunday.
number 2. They're both number 2.
Yeah. Both involved in number 2. So
So what
number
we
2
going?
on,
One or two? Bath or sink?
bath.
I mean,
Trev?
this is just.
Dave?
Bath. Okay, we've
I,
got two
I
baths.
don't know. I think you shat on your sofa. I'm going for
Okay.
the sofa. It's not even
Baths
an
or sofa.
option.
What's everyone saying? Dave, let us know. What's everyone saying?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. So most people are saying 2 by the looks of it. But Andy Kitson said this is so Derek and Clive.
Right.
That's
okay.
it.
So the answer was bath.
Was it
on the Monday? Shat in the
But-
bath on the Monday.
sat in the bath on Monday? So that's 1 or 2. I don't know which one.
Did it land straight down or did it slide down the side?
No, it deadpan straight in the middle. Oh,
Let's just say that was number 2.
But that was a
Yeah,
good
number
noise,
two.
actually.
Yeah, number 2.
Got a-
Shat in the bath on the Saturday.
Of all the things you do, Ricky, I know you'd never do such a thing.
What, shit in the bath?
Yeah.
Unless he's on tour.
No,
Yeah.
that's just bathroom toilets that I'll ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they aren't yours, are they?
But we won't go there. Jesus Christ.
What's next, Dave?
Right, coming up, we have Chris's album of the week and another outtake, and we also have Jesus the Pen giving us a sermon. But before that, we have this week's number 3. Excuse me.
I was like most of the venues you do.
Which is On the Run. Here we go.
Pin on the floor.
Off our new album, 14. What was that? Pin on the floor. And he goes,
That reverb bang you do there. You drop a pin on the floor in most of the venues that you do. I've done. That's the sort of reverb you would get.
yeah, I've just, I've got a button and I can press it and have text come up and make it go bang, so I use it. Anyway, here's On the Run from 14, our new album, which is not out yet.
Sitting up late on a Friday night, nobody's online with me, hiding out locked up inside my house, feeling like I'm on the run, on the run. I can't see you, there's no one near me, no one walking in my street. I can only hear you digitally now, feels like we will never meet. Chatting with the bots, it's all fake news. Makes me angry every day. Well, I was crying about honesty. My standards dropped away.
And we're back. Ricky,
Very energetic. That
Ricky, are you polishing your camera again with a makeup brush?
Whoa.
With a makeup brush again. You're the only bloke I know that's got a makeup brush for your camera.
No, it's not for me camera. It's for the headstocks on my guitars.
Oh, God, that's worse.
No,
I do like to brush my head.
We know what you meant by that, Trev. We know what you meant.
Headstocks.
Vibrating brush.
Oh. So Jackie Luck only won a tenner on the postcode lottery a few times, and Ada says, good one, really good fact. So there we go.
Blair disapproves. Nothing new there.
And disapproves. Don't know what of, but
what are you disapproving
she
of?
can't disapprove of this. We've got Chris's album of the week. Get ready. Here we go.
Chris's album choice of the week.
Chris's album choice of the week.
Yes, and this week's album is the debut album by Cumbrian prog pop rock band from the 80s, It Bites, and the album is The Big Lad in the Windmill. I have a copy here because I always have albums, physically rather than digitally. This came out in 1986. It was an absolute stormer because of the hit single Calling All the Heroes, which was about the top 5 single, I think, in the summer of 1986, which I heard on the Now 8 compilation. My dad insisted that I listen to it because he was like, this is a bloody good song, Miss, you want to listen to it. And it's really good. It's a sort of mix of bad 80s production, but killer pop prog. Things like I've Got You Eating Out My Hand, All in Red, Screaming on the Beaches, Turn Me Loose, Calling All the Heroes. The longer version's on the album. It's got a really mad solo in it. And the sort of acoustic thing, You'll Never Go to Heaven. But, as I said, really bad sort of momentary lapse of reason, bad production. I mean, look at that. Look at the state of that. I mean, your dad would fit right in there, wouldn't he, Ricky?
I like that.
Yeah, and produced by a bloke called Alan Shatlock, who I've never heard of doing anything else. So,
I put some shelves up
buy
with
it
him.
now. It's fantastic.
Excellent. Well, that was Chris's album of the week.
Chris's album choice of the week.
Chris's album choice of the week. So, coming up in the show, we have one more outtake and, of course, Jesus' sermon for us. But before any of that, and he's got quite a bizarre sermon this week. It's short, but it's very, very bizarre. But before that, we have this week's number 2, and you're going to hear that sound again. Trev's just dropped something in an arena.
Yeah.
And number 2 this week, we have Ricky's song Foxes. It's back. Can't seem to escape this song, can we?
Woo! Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all right.
Good song.
It is a very good song. So here we go. This is Foxes.
It's not looking good. Everyone's going crazy now, but we knew that they would. 'Cause it's what they love to do. Oh, how have you been? You've not much to say. TVs and you'll be okay. We'll blame it on the media today. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they fade away. Have you heard the news today? It's the same old shit. People falling for the latest lie, and it's making them rich. Yeah, it's just what they do. One day they'll disappear, and hopefully they won't return. I hope your eggs go up in flames and we'll watch as they burn. We'll blame it on the media in turn. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they fade away. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they go away. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they go away.
So that there was Foxes by Ricky Howard, this week's number 2.
Thank you.
Lovely song there, Ricky, as ever.
Cheers.
We haven't heard from Cats yet. Let's see whether that's number 1.
Oh yeah.
Usually when a new song comes in, it's number 1.
I don't think that'd ever get to number 1.
You don't think
Why?
Cats?
That's a classic. It's so catchy.
People like Cats. Maybe Christine didn't get cheating this week. Who knows?
Yeah,
If it suddenly appears
her mouse
next week,
broke.
78 votes.
Her mouse broke. Well, talking of that kind of cheating and sinning, you all know it's Sunday, and if you've skipped church, you need not feel guilty, because it's Jesus time with Jesus the Pen Christ.
And lo, the Lord said, Thou. And lo, I said, Thus doth thou. And the Lord said, How? And I said, Lo, uponto him. And the Lord proclaimed the words. And this I doth through commence upon your daily toil. And the Spirit said, What the doth are you on about? And I doth proclaimed ask the Lord Spirit, for you are a bad spirit upon us, thou. To which the Lord replied, Are you on drugs, Jesus? Amen.
Yes, Jesus the Pen has spoken there.
Been snorting too much fish, the geezer.
Too much fish. Right, so before we get to our number one, let's play our last outtake of the week. This is from 2020 Rendezvous, but it's actually not from 2020 Rendezvous because it didn't make it in. But this is about the song Desperate Man. It's me and Chris chatting away. So here we go.
There's a song you guys did I really like called Desperate Man.
Yeah, that's a good tune, that. Yeah.
It has to be said, it does sound like Paul Weller.
Or on the other side of that, flip side of that, is Paul Weller sounds like us.
Maybe, I mean, you know, there's only chronology that could argue with that, but yeah, you're probably right.
Well, you know, I don't see the connection myself.
He's got that mid-90s vibe going on, which in itself was sort of looking back to the 60s, so it's kind of a generation jumping song. I'm not sure what it's about, but it's a great little tune.
Written about this guy we used to knock around the scene, and he was a bit older than us, and when we were having some, you know, famous times in the early days, he'd already had a bit of famous times and would hang around us and try and be cool. And I thought, that's a bit desperate, mate, so I wrote a song called Desperate Man.
Hanging around with Oasis and Ocean Colour Scene.
Yeah, so that was not in any way
really?
written about Paul Weller.
Oh, right.
I did that. The thing is, it sounds a bit cruel, like I'm having a pop at Paul Weller. Well, I suppose in the fictional world, my character would be, but I actually like Paul Weller a lot, and I respect him, and I like his tunes. But someone like me, who was in that universe, would be really kind of like, who's this geezer?
You have a pop at everybody.
And I have a
because
pop
that's
at
what
everyone.
characters like.
So yeah, Paul, if you ever watch this, mate, I love your work. Not slagging you off. It's just a joke. You know, get over it. You fucking hell. He just will not stop, will he? Moaning. Dave, why are you having a go at me in a song? I should sue you. Anyway. Don't know what I'm talking about.
Paul Weller sues Space Potatoes.
That would be that'd be quite an interesting one, wouldn't it?
That'd be front page news.
So let's find out what's this week's number one, as if anyone can't guess after that clip. This week's number one is Desperate Man, hence the clip.
Desperate
So
Man.
when you go for old songs that we haven't done the bits, the outtakes from, I'm going to edit them together and put them in the show. So vote for old songs, eh? Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. All right, this is Desperate Man. Just lost my words. I'm still half asleep, man. Here we go.
Smell. I want some steel.
So, we should go full screen there before we say goodbye. Hello, Flossie. How you doing? Oh, she's getting all shy. Hello, Flossie.
I'm going to start messing with stuff now.
Never work with babies and Bonnie. That's the expression, isn't it?
I think she's taller than him now.
I think she is.
Especially if you're under a tree.
What? No idea what that means. But thank you, everyone. That's our show. We will be planning our episode 2 commentary. We provisionally said possibly Friday, but we need to speak to Sean, and obviously Trevor and Ricky have got to agree to being able to do Friday. But if they're about, we'll all have a... you don't know, do you? Well, we'll discuss it offline. We don't know.
As long as it doesn't interrupt with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, everything's fine.
So is that this Friday? Yeah,
this Friday, we'll try and do it. We will confirm that, of course, make an event for it, and we'll do the episode 2 commentary. Please share it.
I can't do Friday, but I can do the day in between Thursday and Saturday.
Oh, if you, no, that's all right. Yeah, we'll do that day instead. We'll call that Rick Day.
No, call it.
Okay, that makes much more sense.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
So, say goodbye, Chris and Flossie.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Trevor.
Goodbye.
Ricky, say goodbye. He's just gone. And it's also goodbye from me. So, see you later, Space Potatoes. Tell everyone about 2020 Rendezvous. Buy some merch and all that stuff. See you later. Bye.
See you next week.
2020 rendezvous. There's so much that we can do. 2020 rendezvous. Borderless like the EU. 2020 rendezvous. No distance between me and you. 2020 rendezvous. You and me and you. 2020 rendezvous. There's so much that we can do. 2020 rendezvous. Borderless like the EU. 2020 rendezvous. No distance between me and you.